Welcome to Genic. In today's video, we have an incredible story that will completely change the way you think about intelligence, wisdom, and how people perceive success. Sometimes the smartest people in the room aren't the ones trying to prove their intelligence. They're the ones quietly winning in ways others fail to see. This is a story of a wise minister, a skeptical king, and a boy who outsmarted an entire royal court with nothing but patience and strategy. By the end of this story, you'll walk away with a powerful life lesson that could change the way you approach challenges in your own life. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this fascinating tale. A long time ago, in a prosperous kingdom, there lived a minister who was known far and wide for his intelligence. Whenever a problem arose, he always had a solution. His wisdom was so respected that even the king himself wouldn't make a major decision without consulting him first. However, not everyone in the royal court admired the minister. Many nobles and officials were jealous of his influence over the king. They envied his wisdom and the trust the king placed in him. Day after day, they looked for an opportunity to embarrass him, to show that he wasn't as wise as he seemed. One day, the king himself presented what seemed like the perfect opportunity: the king's strange complaint. One morning, the king called the minister into his private chamber. His tone was serious and his expression unreadable. "Minister," he said, "you are known as the wisest man in my kingdom, but I have to say I am deeply disappointed." The minister, confused, bowed respectfully. "Your Majesty, have I done something to displease you?" The king shook his head. "It is not you that concerns me, but your son." The minister was taken aback. "My son?" "Yes," the king sighed. "Every morning when I go to meet the people in the marketplace, I see your son there, and each day I ask him a simple question: which is more valuable, gold or silver? And every single day, without fail, he answers, silver." At this, the courtiers who had gathered around burst into laughter. They had heard the story before, and they found it amusing. The minister, however, did not laugh. He was puzzled and a little embarrassed. His son was intelligent, so why was he giving such an obviously wrong answer? The king continued, "Minister, you are the wisest man I know, but your own son seems to be the biggest fool in the kingdom." The entire court roared with laughter again, but the minister, instead of responding, simply bowed his head and said, "Your Majesty, I will look into this matter myself." With that, he left the court, his mind full of questions. The father confronts the son. As soon as the minister reached home, he called for his son. The boy, still young but quick-witted, came running. The minister looked at him seriously. "My son," he said, "I have a question for you. Every morning, the king asks you whether gold or silver is more valuable. And every morning, you say silver. Why do you do this?" The boy smiled and replied, "Father, I know that gold is more valuable than silver." The minister frowned. "Then why do you keep giving the wrong answer every day?" The boy simply said, "Come with me." He led his father to his room, opened a wooden box and stepped aside. The minister peered inside, and what he saw left him stunned. The box was filled with silver coins. The hidden wisdom of the foolish boy. The minister looked at his son, confused. "Where did you get all these silver coins?" The boy grinned. "Every morning, when the king asks me the question, he places 2 coins in front of me, 1 gold and 1 silver. He tells me to pick the more valuable one. I always choose the silver coin, and he laughs, thinking I am a fool. Then he leaves. But the next day, he does the same thing again, and the day after that, and the day after that." The minister finally understood. "So if you were to pick the gold coin even once, then the king would stop playing this game," the boy finished, "and I would stop receiving a silver coin every day. A single gold coin may be worth more, but if I keep choosing silver, I end up with far more wealth in the long run." The minister stared at his son, speechless. The boy had outwitted not just the king, but also everyone in the court who laughed at him. They thought he was foolish, yet he was the one quietly winning. The minister's proud moment. The next day, when the minister returned to court, the king smirked. "Did you talk to your son? Did you finally see how foolish he is?" The minister simply smiled. "Your Majesty, my son is not foolish. In fact, he is wiser than most people in this court." The king raised an eyebrow. "Oh, and why do you say that?" The minister chuckled. "Because he has learned something most adults fail to understand. True intelligence is not about proving yourself to others. It's about making the right choices for yourself." The king sat back, deep in thought. Slowly, a smile spread across his face. "Your son is quite clever indeed," he admitted. The jealous courtiers, who had been laughing at the boy, now fell silent. The life lesson in this story. This story teaches us an important lesson. True wisdom isn't about seeking validation. It's about knowing what benefits you in the long run. Many people waste their energy trying to prove their intelligence to the world. They want recognition, applause, and admiration. But truly wise people don't care about appearances. They focus on results. The boy in our story understood that patience and strategy often beat short-term gains. Instead of grabbing the obvious prize, he played the long game, accumulating far more wealth than he would have if he had chosen the gold coin just once. This is true in life as well. Some people focus on showing off their intelligence, while others quietly build their success. And often, the people who are mocked or underestimated are the ones who end up winning in the end. So the next time someone calls you foolish for making an unconventional choice, ask yourself, are they laughing because they don't understand your strategy? Or are you actually making a smart move that others fail to see? Final words. Keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this story and found its lesson valuable, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread wisdom, patience, and strategy in a world that often values quick wins over long-term success. I'll be back with another thought-provoking story soon. Until then, be patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life. See you in the next one.